licensed esthetician for over 30 years and the founder of the National Aesthetic Spa Network. I'm here with two legendary, brilliant gentlemen at the DMK headquarters, VP of the brand, Drew Coleman, and the brilliant Dr. Jay Lokhande.
Thank you.
I think he's the brilliant one, actually.
No,
So, yeah.
Well, today we're here to get you to know a little bit behind the scenes of DMK. What does DMK stand for? How long have they been in business? And how they can support you as a professional. So I'll give that over to you, Drew. So DMK has been around for 45 years?
45 plus years, yeah, depending on the day of the week. But yeah, we've learned a few things in 4.5 decades.
Okay, what is the one thing that you probably could say why your brand has survived and maybe others didn't make it in COVID or just aren't around anymore?
Yeah, Dene, I'll start there. Our founder, our formulator, and his passion for professional aesthetics. DMK has always been professional. We've always been committed to the professional, and we always focus on how anything is going to impact our clients and how we can improve their businesses and their experience with their clients. So we truly are and find ourselves in a very privileged position to be a trusted partner in the industry. We've been doing it for several decades now, and we don't want to stop doing that. We like to earn our clients' trust every single day through everything that we do, and we love what we do. We're very passionate about what we do. We've changed literally millions of people's lives over those decades, and we love it, and we love our clients, and we love working with them. So if you're passionate about aesthetics, so you're passionate about education, and you really love helping the people in your community, we'd love an opportunity to work with you.
Great. So, Dr. Lokhande, you have joined DMK. You've been with the company for what, 3 years now?
More than that. Officially 3 years, means actually on the board. But before that, first time I met Denise somewhere in 2015. At his pretty gorgeous airy home. And within like the first 2 minutes, we could connect. And then we were like discussing a lot of topics, trends, and different insights on the science, and Dene being very scientific minded. So we could really resonate good chords. But later on then, we were just experimenting few things in his lab. I mean, we were always doing that, and still we do. And then we came out with the concept of the activating the stem cells in the skin, and that time the stem cell was really like a big buzzword. Nobody really knew anything about it, and they were, without knowing anything, they were creating hell of a products and try to sell in the jar. But then we came together, and then we devised the concept, the protocol, we developed the products, and that's how my journey with DMK as an organization started. And I'm loving it. It's like specifically what caught my attention is that Dine's passion and his that untiring, that relentless work attitude. He constantly works.
He does.
And I really like that thing about it, because no matter in which sector you are, which science you are following, but these two basic qualities are constant in all great people. That untiring passion and anything, anything to sacrifice for that passion. So
and I think that's important. You know, when we see a founder of a company, yes, there's protocols and yes, there's products, but the heart behind the brand, and you really sense and feel that with what Dene embodies as, a person, as scientific, that community, but his love for people. And then that passion to go into the products.
And consider this, like we all, like in the aesthetic industry, we are dealing with the most precious and priceless bioasset called skin. We cannot put any price tag on the skin. And when any client come to our clinic and they are offering the most precious asset in our hand to take care, you imagine the magnitude of the responsibility come on us, that how we should handle that asset.
Well, and also the professionalism, because how many clients don't come to us? They're broken with, emotionally, and then that portrays out into their skin. And when you start thinking about your client, that they get undressed,
Yeah.
it's a very vulnerable. So we need to be in an extreme professionalism at all times.
Yeah. And that's why Drew constantly drive our entire sales team on the basis of no compromisation on the education, on the concept, on the science. I mean, I have seen most of the time Drew can, with very deep heart and with a glad that, oh, I don't want to incur that sale because it's compromising our science. I've seen that happening. And that's what I like about this. You know, what we put forward first, what is our priority. Because see, 45 plus year, I mean, my chronological age is not that much. What this company's history is, right? So they started like, I am quite new to this industry. I'm learning a lot, but I'm so glad that I'm learning in a proper atmosphere with solid team. And so we are like a family here.
Well,
We
and I
learn
can tell you,
together.
I feel that too. I mean,
Yeah.
Aunt Denise.
yes,
Yes.
Anthony.
Yeah, of course. So you are an extended family to
Yeah.
us. So, and or our clients, or our accounts, or our, the vendors we do the business. They unless they don't become a part of our family, business doesn't happen.
That is correct.
It's very simple.
So let's shift over to a little bit more science,
Yeah.
because that is your background and that is your passion. What is, can you talk about a key ingredient, or what are on the horizons of DMK today?
So, so basically, I'm glad you asked this question because Dine and myself, we never start anything from the ingredient and work reverse way. Say, for example, bakuchiol is a known ingredient now for the pigmentation. So everybody is trying to incur or develop the product based on the bakuchiol. But our approach is exactly reverse. First, we define what is the biochemical logic in addressing to that condition. And we proudly, and sometimes with arrogance, we say we are not a product company, we are not the ingredient company, we are the skin condition company. So we study what the problem is in the contest, what's the science behind it, how the biochemistry, physiology, pathology happens, and how what are the now the best ingredient or constituents we can use to break that pathophysiological network. And that's how we develop the product. Having said so, that's why we take hell of a time to come with a single product. And even if we now tomorrow decide we want to come up with the disinfecting wipes, we will take at least 3 years to develop that. Am I right, Drew?
I mean, that's going to be disinfecting a lot more than just the surface. If it's going to take that long.
So, key ingredients, as such, if you ask me what are the top 5 ingredients we are using in all our 85 plus product domain we have, we don't have any key ingredients. Actually, we built an ecosystem in the product itself. So, our all products, you know, usually if you see the breakdown of any cosmetic product, is like key active, then base ingredient, then preservative, then the fragrance. But for us, even the water we use in the product is a key ingredient for us, because water is a highly polar solvent, and we look at the water in that way, not that adding the water for the sake of adding it. And that's why we usually do water in oil emulsion, which is very difficult to do.
It is.
You know, so you can see the intricacies and the micro detailing we go in. And that's why it's very even difficult for our, I don't know, Drew, we have competition? I don't think we have a competition.
I think, and to Dr. Lokhande's point of, we are not just a product or ingredient company, we are a skin revision concept of remove, rebuild, protect, maintain. And we are constantly reformulating. It is, our original enzyme mask 1 formula has been updated, I honestly don't even know how many times. So there could be some new trendy thing that comes out, and to Dr. Lokhande's point, we don't follow trends. We do look at the pathology and the physiology of the condition, and then the client take them case by case and then prescribe based on that what that client's going to need. And that changes over time. Their needs today may not be their needs in the future.
Yeah, and we are famous for cannibalization. We can sacrifice any our 30-year-old product if we see that it is no longer contemporary, it's no more required. Boom, damn. No matter how much business that product is bringing to us, we don't care. So that's our approach is. And to give you an example, vitamin C is like a backbone of the aesthetic industry. Everyone has something related with the vitamin C. Now there was a kind of a debate that how much % of the vitamin C should be in any product. So people are making like a sale, so my product had 30%, 40%, 25%, whatever. But look, vitamin C is a vitamin C. You can't do anything about it. And no matter how much I infuse the vitamin C, the receptors in the skin are limited. So no matter how much extra you push in, it is not doing any good. In fact, that's the burden on the skin to remove. So,
but a lot of it is marketing.
Yes.
It's marketing hype. You know, people think, oh, I have a 50% vitamin C.
Yeah.
Or it's for stabilization.
Yeah.
But they're not really understanding
Yes.
the science and the chemistry behind it.
Yes.
That goes into, and I love what you said, the eco-science of a product.
Yes.
That's a great
Yes.
term and how you actually are doing your formulation.
Yeah. So sometimes we do simple ingredient like some of our formulation like Pro Alpha serum has only 4 or 5 ingredients in it. But wherein our DMK MD, some of our gorgeous prescription like Transgenesis, Fermetrix, Better Than Water has like 35 plus ingredients. So you see that four ingredients to 35 plus. But even that 4 ingredients for that Pro Alpha serum is a perfect ecosystem. And to achieve that ecosystem, here we have used 35 plus ingredient. You see the dynamicity of the product formulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the approach we have, and that we have used or we have followed so far something called as a bio-inspired pharmacology.
Okay.
I give you an example. Our best selling product is Beta Gel.
Okay.
Because DMK and the Beta Gel are like a coincide.
Okay, so let me just stop you for a moment.
Yeah.
So Drew, explain what beta gel is. So for those that may not be new or understanding or know even in DMK, talk about beta gel.
So beta gel is our hydrating beta glucan serum. It is suitable for essentially all skin types. I use it on my kids. If they get a cut or scrape, or if there's any little bit of sun-kissed sunburn, I will use it on that. Personally, I use it each day. So it is something that can benefit any of those suffering from age management, can help with acne correctives and even pigmentation as well. So it helps to strengthen the Langerhans cells, which is our skin's natural defense mechanism. They have these little microphages, like little Pac-Man dendritic arms that come up and take a biopsy of anything that our skin comes in contact with, and then communicates it to all the other cells in the area. Yum, 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 this is good, give me some more. Or throw up the defenses, defect, 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 free radical, we don't need it, it's not good for us. And we've all heard the term, the best offense is a good defense. Okay. If you strengthen your Langerhans cells, that's your best way of defense to treat those skin conditions over time and build overall skin health. So that's beta gel.
That's beta gel. And I've used beta gel for my psoriasis.
Yeah.
Great results.
Yeah, so beta gel is something is like your emergency kit. You know, we have the emergency box. So beta gel, Contraderm and Red Wind Cream are like emergency kit kind of a product. But that how the unique that formulation is, that beta glucan now can come from mushroom, can come from oat kernel, can come from yeast cell wall. But now as the target activity is the Langerhans cells in the skin, and Langerhans cells are called the dendritic cells. So only the beta glucan coming from the yeast cell wall has the same mimetic structure like a Langerhans. It has dendrites. If you study the molecular structure of the beta glucan from the yeast cell wall, it has like a dendrite structure. Where that molecular structure you won't find coming from the mushroom and the oat kernel. That's why you use only the beta glucan, which is the price. I mean, we sometimes pay through our noses to get that beta glucan, but we don't compromise on it because we know that the molecular structure only is compatible with the Langerhans cells, and that's how it works. Now you can call this as a secret, or you can call this as a open whatever statement.
Right.
And that's why it's very difficult for any other people. And in fact, Dine was telling me stories from back in 80s and 70s how people have even backstabbed him in replicating and copying.
We're in the beauty industry. It's not always beautiful, let me tell you.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Here you go.
So they say.
I learned something new today.
Often duplicated, never replicated.
Exactly.
So initially, like, I really didn't believe in what Dine is saying. Oh, he copied me that, but why they should copy? And now you are actually saying that, you know, how pathetic that aspect is. But that's how anyone who wanted to imitate our product, copy our product, they couldn't, because they do not know the deeper science involved.
That's right. Well, and it's so interesting, as you know, and I've seen you speak multiple times at NASNPro.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've ever been this close. And
Yeah.
I wish the camera could capture, when you're talking about science, your eyes light up.
Yeah.
You can tell the passion
Yeah.
and the depth of the science behind it, but just how much you love what you're doing.
Oh, yes.
And so I wish we could capture your eyes, because they're just glowing right now.
And in our all classes, we have different levels of education. Without education, no one can become the DMK account. And they have to prove their history, their eligibility of going to the next level. We just don't allow anyone and everyone to be on the top level of the education, because they have to have that certain understanding of the concept. So we always say in every class that your intent of treating the client reflects on the outcome of the treatment.
Absolutely.
So if my intent is not to improve their life through using the skin as a medium, I'm not really doing the full justice to the skin as the most precious bioasset I have. So intent reflects on the outcome of the treatment. So the passion what you can find in DMK headquarters, the equal passion you will find in every of our DMK account who is practicing our science every day in and out. So intent is the most kind of that turnkey factor.
Well, and I think, you know, and Drew, you know this from a business point of view, you can have 10 skincare centers in a city.
Yeah.
Why does one esthetician do well, and why doesn't one? Sometimes it's about the products, absolutely, but I do think the intent, it isn't just about creaming and steaming during that facial, but when you have a good background of knowledge, you have a great product, but then you're really looking at that skin, like you said, that intent of what you're doing, you're going to be successful.
100%. You do need to have a tool that works and does what it says and has efficacy study, clinical trials to back it up like DMK does. The decades worth of research and development and literally hundreds of thousands. I mean, we've done over 3 million professional treatments now at this point.
Yeah.
You can't do anything 3 million times and not learn something. So,
Just a little.
but then taking it back into the treatment room for the clinic owner or for the therapist, it has nothing to do with you. I hate to say that. It has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with that gal when she comes in the clinic. What are her needs? What are her concerns? And when you put that first over the long term, what is your intent with that? If it's to improve their quality of life, to improve that condition, whatever it's going to be, you're not thinking of, okay, you already know if you're putting their needs first, the dollars and the revenue, that will come later. But if you're taking care of what their needs are, then you will earn the respect of that client. They will come back month after month after month. And there's a term we use in talking with clinic owners. It's the lifetime value of a customer. What is that? It's a very marketing term, but you may meet a client in 2023 and fast forward 7 years. And if you were to go back and not just look at 1 year, 2 year, but look at the 7 years, how much you've done and that relationship, that friendship that you develop with that individual, because you put their needs first and you genuinely wanted to help them. Your intent was there to benefit them. You were able to benefit too, and so was your staff and your community. And it's a beautiful. This is a relationship business, and when we put our clients' needs first, then that's where we see the more successful therapist over time.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can. What is it? You can get a quick churn and burn type treatment or throw a promotion out there and get a bunch of people coming in, Groupon, and all that kind of stuff. And like, not against any of that, but long term, it's building a reputable business and building relationships in your community with your clients. And yeah, that's what we've been
Well, and the other
lucky enough to
thing-
do for 45 years.
Yes.
So,
And the other thing that you do a little bit differently is, yes, you have the science behind it, you have great education, but you also have brought in business education.
yeah, we do. So we offer support. Dr. Lokhande brought up our education is cumulative in nature. So we start off with a webinar each month. If anyone's interested in learning more about DMK, it's about a 2-hour webinar. You can go to our website, deneemking.com, and you can register for it right there. There's a link on the education page. From there, that's just kind of dipping your toes in the DMK waters. You learn a little bit about us. And then from there, you can make a more educated decision on whether or not it's the best fit for you and your clinic. And then our next level of training is called Program 1. From there, we then build up into what's called Beyond the Basics, and then even on into paramedical/DMK MD, which includes STEMzyme. So all that information is on our website. You can do research on those levels. But then also, once someone does decide to partner with DMK, we offer additional marketing and business support. We have financial fitness workshops each quarter in different parts of the country. And we also have monthly webinars where we go into hiring and firing 101. I'm a solo esthetician. When's the right time to hire someone?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big decision.
Yes.
Do I really want to be a boss
It
now? I've got a bunch of rooms. Should I rent those out, or should I train
Right.
staff to come in there? I'm thinking about opening a second location. So these are the types of things that we'll do. What is, based on my budget, what kind of promotions should I put together that actually are going to show me a return on investment for my clinic? And the reality is there's constraints. So it might be time constraints of my own self. It might be financial constraints just based on budgeting. It might be my knowledge. I just don't know how to do this. That's another constraint. But we help you navigate those, and we do great Q&A with industry professionals. We partner with a gentleman named Steve Gomez, who has over 25 years in the industry, has worked with hundreds of clinics and helped them grow. So it's and then our account management team too. They truly are a partner. They are the one that does work directly with our clients. I said just a second ago that when the therapist puts the client's needs first, that's when they're going to see the long-term successful relationship. Our account managers put our clients first, our clinic owners first, our therapists first. Their goal is to make you as successful as possible and support you as much as you want to be supported in that growth and that success, whatever that looks like to you. Seeing more clients, revenue growth, whatever it's going to be. And they ask you questions. They put together 90-day plans of, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're in March right now. Where are we going to be at in June? And then simple milestones of maybe it's a promotion. Maybe I come train your staff. Maybe it's you bring your staff over to this training that we're going to do for you. And we also connect you with other therapists and support you that way. So we learn from each other. So nobody has a corner on all the knowledge. Dr. Lokhande and his brilliance of MD and MBA and biochemical reverse engineering.
And the books, don't forget the books he's
and
written.
the books he's written.
Right.
Even Danae, we are only one individual, but collectively our knowledge is substantial, and it can't be ignored. And that's one of the things that we've helped foster here at DMK is truly a community of passionate therapists that want to help people. And when you do work or partner with us, then we plug you in with those experts that have been around. If you're new to the industry, I mean, we have clients that have been in the industry for over 30 years. One of our distributors is the very first licensed esthetician in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yes,
So DMK's OG. We
Yeah.
go way back. So, but OG, and we're also doing R&D, so we're on the cutting edge of it too, and continuing to update. So that's good. We got to put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
OG and R&D. I don't know, whatever. I'm not the marketing guy.
So you've talked a lot about education, obviously science, and for those that you may not know if you're new to NASNPro TV or the National Aesthetics Spa Network, DMK is an exclusive, executive, amazing, platinum sponsor.
We're lucky enough to partner with NASNPro.
But why do you partner with us?
The crosshairs of the type of therapist that Denise has been working with from the very beginning has been those that are passionate about education and providing a service in their community that helps benefit hundreds, if not even thousands of individuals. That's exactly who we partner with. We are our values are perfectly aligned. Who we want to help and how we want to support is the same exact therapist. So we've been partnering with NASNPro. How many years is it now?
We're going on, I think, our 6th year.
6th year. So 6 years of partnership, and it's been excellent.
But with that said, I mean, Danny has been a personal friend and a mentor for many years, way back in the day. And so, I mean, the brand might not have been a partnership, but the support. And, we're going on our 20th year. As a networking organization for licensed professionals. And one of the things that I say that I maintain is I don't want to partner with those MLM brands.
No,
I'm very, vocal about your
Yeah.
licensed institution. Be professional, stay professional.
Yeah.
And I think that DMK definitely embodies. So we love both of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
We love our partnership.
Yep.
We hope that it continues for the next 20 years as all of
Absolutely,
us
yeah.
evolve
Yeah.
and change and grow. And again, thank you for the wonderful tour at the new headquarters at DMK. Where exactly are we, by the way? Are we in
The
Salinas
city,
or-
we're in Los Angeles County, so LA,
Okay.
Hollywood,
Okay.
all that stuff. Southern California. But Santa Fe Springs is the area of
Okay.
Los Angeles that we're in. Yeah.
Okay, so if you get a chance, go to their website, check them out.
Yep.
DMK, and then or stop by and ask for a tour. You will be impressed, surprised, and blessed. So thank you for joining us. I'm Denise Fuller. This is Drew Coleman and Dr. Lokhande.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.